Hi everyone, my name is Charlie, and today I have something of a different video because I had nothing planned for today, and as I'm currently at my grandmother's house, I went looking for a topic, and I thought, you know what, let's just take this opportunity to advertise myself. Something quite a few people know if you've been following the channel this year is that I'm also a writer, and in 2015 I released my first book, Our Doris, which is a collection of 10 monologues all following the character of Our Doris as told by her husband Harold. They are northern comedies and they follow Mrs. Doris Copeland of Shakespeare Avenue as she goes about trying to become fifth house in her local garden safari as run by her WI. It has WI politics, it has the search for the perfect artisan sausage, and it has talk about what it means to be middle class, and it really looks at the painfully middle class, as a great friend of mine would say. Or you could talk about this in more, we could go really philosophical about it, but there's not much really philosophic about this book. I have been likened to Peter Kay, which I think is simply because of my size, and I've also been likened to Victoria Wood, which, is great considering Victoria Wood has inspired a lot of my comedy, a lot of my humour. But really, this book was inspired by Victoria Wood and by Talking Heads by Alan Bennett, because it wasn't until I discovered Talking Heads by Alan Bennett that I realised how it was possible to tell Our Doris's story. And I think that I've done a good job here, which was why I released the sequel this year, Indisputably Doris. Now, if you are still looking for Christmas presents, these make great presents for folk. I should know because I have gifted them to people myself. It might just be because I don't have a lot of money anymore, because I spent a lot of money on printing these books. It might be because I have a friend who is extremely supportive of me and buys these books for a lot of people at Christmas time, but I thought I would give you the opportunity to purchase these for either you or a friend of yours or a family member who is a fan of comedy, or that friend you don't really know what to buy them, because these can be enjoyed by anyone. I know there are florals on the covers. I understand that. But this book was seen being read by a farmer in the doctors, the medical centre, and this book I haven't seen in any waiting rooms yet. I mean, I did once donate my book to a charity shop in Manchester just to try and get my name somewhere in Manchester, but there you go. Indisputably Doris follows the same cast of characters, however, it is more of an ensemble piece, and whilst I do think that it can be read independently of Our Doris, there are some things that you won't find funny unless you have read this book. The humour is quite different in both of them. I'd say that with Indisputably Doris, I was definitely looking more at my writing, and I did have a big plan in place so that people, over time, as they saw my writing style change from book to book, they would be able to cope with the fact that in future I am planning on writing more novels that are comedic than focusing on writing them in this monologue form. However, I have been told they do read somewhat like novels themselves. I've seen people mention that they can be seen as a bit like P.G. Wodehouse. I can't say that myself as I haven't read the book. And yeah, it's both. They have a great cast of characters that are very close to my heart. They talk about older characters, which is what I set out to do in the beginning. I don't feel like older characters are represented often enough in fiction, and that is something that I chose to do here. They talk about working class characters and middle class characters, and it talks about a lot of serious topics now, but puts them in a comedic vein. And I'm very proud of these books and would be extremely grateful if people chose to purchase them this Christmas and have a gander. They are available on Amazon, and I think that Amazon can guarantee that they will definitely be with you before Christmas. And they are also available on my website, which is always linked in the down bar, but it is www.variousaltitudes.com/books. And you will find them both there. That requires payment via PayPal or by credit card /debit card, and I don't know when the last day for postage with Royal Mail is, but that's how they will be getting to you. And I think there is a place that you can make a note if you did wish to have the book signed, but most of the time I do sign the books if they are purchased from my website, and would be able to dedicate them if that was something that you wanted. Anyway, if you have read my books, let me know your thoughts down below. If you'd like to read them, and these northern comedies about an older lady really taking on the world is something that interests you, let me know that as well, and we'll see what we can do. I hope you... Anyway, this one's worth reading, especially for the Christmas special. I wanted to write a Christmas special my entire life, and I think I captured it brilliantly here. Just saying. I have had people say that the last waltz in this book is their favourite story of the collection, and that's because I put my heart and soul into the whole book, but especially that one, because this was back when I really enjoyed Christmas. I kind of enjoyed Christmas here too, but I also went a bit haywire with this one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, that is all.